Hi, my name's Maddie and I'm just here today to do some grammar and punctuation with you. You may see that this video is also saved as the noun and verb activity with the birds chirping. When I watch it back, the birds are a bit loud, so I don't know if they'll be a bit distracting, but if you prefer to watch the bird version, then you can click on that. This one is the one without the birds. Okay, I was teaching in my classroom not so long ago, and a boy in the class asked, can the word walk be used as a verb or a noun? And all of the children got really excited saying walk is a verb and it's a doing word, it's an action word, it's something we can do. Some of them even got up and started walking around to prove it. However, this one particular child said, I'm sure walk can also be a noun. And at that point, everybody stopped and looked towards me to see what is the answer. So we decided to do a bit of an investigation. And I thought you might like to join in at home with the investigation that I did with the children. So basically, we are looking at this question, and I gave them a selection of words to have a look at. Now, I know lots of you are probably thinking straight away that you know which ones of those words can function as a noun because they've got a capital letter and that makes them a proper noun. Lots of people will know that. However, the words that don't have a capital letter, we might have to have more of a conversation about. And just to remind ourselves, the definition of a noun is the name of a person, place or thing, but some of those things we can't see. Okay, and that sometimes causes us a little bit of confusion about whether they're a noun. So you can't always touch what is a noun, like happiness. You can't see that, or you can see it in someone's face, but it isn't something you can pick up. It's not an object. Okay, and a verb is a doing, an action or a being word, okay, and that's where sometimes we get a bit confused, that a verb doesn't always have an action because there can be a verb that's a being verb, okay, so we'll come back to that. So the investigation that we did, we drew a Venn diagram, which I know we often use in maths, and I decided to label each side nouns and verbs so that the children could work together in a group or a class. We did it as a whole class and sort out these words into nouns and verbs. Now, I know you're all saying Manchester and Tuesday are definitely nouns, and they are proper nouns, just like places, days of the week, months of the year, nationalities, languages. We know that they're all proper nouns and they deserve a capital letter like your name, and they function as a noun. But then when we start to look at some of our other words on our investigation sheet, they might cause us a little bit more of a problem. So we've got the word walk, which is what we're talking about, and run. So let's do those together, to run and to walk. They do function as verbs, and we would say, I can run to school, or I ran to school, or I walk to school. And that would function as a verb. However, I'm sure you've all heard recently people saying, let's go for a walk, or let's go for a run, or do you fancy coming for our run? And in that sense, we're now putting something in front of the verb, a determiner. Let's go for our run, or let's go, do you fancy coming for a run? Or do you fancy coming for a walk? And in that sense, walk is functioning in the sentence as a noun. So rather than learn that verb is a noun, or walk is a noun or walk is a verb, what we're actually saying is look at how it functions in the sentence. So I run to school is a verb. Let's go for our run is a noun. So we're going to put run and walk in here because they can function. Now let's look at mess. Lots of you will have been told your bedroom is a mess. There's a clue for you. And you might also have been told don't mess with your sister, or don't mess with the food on your plate. And there's a mess function as a verb. Okay, so we're going to add mess in here because that is functioning as a noun and a verb. But if we go up now and look at am and are and is and have, they don't have an action to go with them. You know, if we look at am, I am a girl, or today is Wednesday, we are in year 3, or I have 2 brothers. We haven't got an action to go with them, but they're still a being verb. So I'm going to put them in there because they function as a verb. And there are others. I'm just doing the ones that are on here. Now, let's have a look at water. Another tricky one. Because lots of us will be thinking I drink water, and that's a noun, it's a thing, it comes in a bottle or a carton or however you get it. Water's coming out of the tap. However, we do need to water the plants, don't we? And that would be water functioning as, a verb. So we need to put water in here. Now there are 3 left, and I think you could have a little think about those. Plug, book, light. Now, all of them I know are objects, so you might be tempted to think that they're a noun because we've got the plug on the end of our wire. You all know what books are, and a light. However, can you think of a sentence where plug, book or light would function as a verb? I think lots of you can. So you might say, please can we book some tickets for the football match? Or you might say, can I light the candle? Or you might say, plug in the kettle. And there they are functioning as verbs. So I think you know where they would go. They would all go in here. So I wonder if you could have a go at collecting some words and sorting them out into nouns and verbs. Let's have another look at it. Okay, thanks for watching everybody. Bye.